Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. As always, starting off with some prosperity dust. And remember that when you catch this, it's for the coming week for you. And what a week. What a week this is going to be. This is a big one. This is a really big one. So Lunar New Year. Tomorrow, as I'm doing this, Tuesday, February 17th. Also, new moon eclipse in, I'm not going to remember right now. I don't remember what sign it's in. Wait, oh, I could figure it out. It's the new moon. We are currently in, have we just moved into, no, we're still in Aquarius season. So is it in Aquarius? The new moon is always in the month that it's in, or the sign that it's in. Anyway, I don't know. Big things are happening. And then the 20th, there's something about, I just read it. It was like Aries, Uranus going into Aries at 0 degrees on the 20th. So there's like, I don't know. I don't know astrology well enough, but maybe somebody watching does. So grabbing my angel cards. Ooh, 2 of them. So first we have trust with an angel with a unicorn, feeding a unicorn. So we've got some magic here with that unicorn. And freedom. We have an angel skinny dipping at the beach. All right. Trust and freedom. Free to bear it all. Okay. So, let me go over to Wisdom of the Oracle. Happy 26. Awesome. Flexible, number 19. A leg up, 34, which came out last week. Wow. And they're all upright. That's very exciting too. There's a flow. There's a forward movement here. There's a lot of happiness and this flexibility. It's like, you know, being able to go with the flow, to adapt, adjust how you need. I'm in a really weird temperature right now. I've been like either too hot or too cold, and I can't find a middle place. Right now, I'm a little warm. I could take off my scarf. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. That's a little better. Okay, so anyway, so we've got all this wonderful, flowy energy, feeling really happy. We've got 2 eggs here also. So there's something that is it's forming, and it's in the process of forming, and maybe it's something that you've been working on, or it's something that you know is on its way. And so you're just kind of, and you're very excited about it, feeling really happy. And there's whatever this leg up is. It's like someone's giving you a boost, or maybe this is your spirit guides, or you know, the universe somehow. Like, yeah, let's look at the tea leaf oracle. Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Well, I don't like the word should. You could. You could. You absolutely could, and you are being encouraged to. Valid criticism. Needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Ooh. Older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. This valid criticism, constructive criticism, is something that it is the boost. It's the leg up. Something is, I don't like the word criticism either, but you know, it's something that somebody is going to offer you some kind of perspective. We'll say that, and by following this advice, a wish will be granted. Now, it could be that the valid criticism comes from somewhere else, and so you make the necessary adjustments, and so your wish is granted. It could be this older man is the wish. It could be that they're bringing their somehow connected to the wish. They're this person feels like the leg up. Someone's coming in to help you, or to join you in what you are doing. Maybe. Yeah. So, okay, going with the heart's hidden secrets. See what this is what am I saying? See what this is going to say. There we go. Kept wanting to say, see what this is all about. Yeah, that too. Distance, separation, space, blockage. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. Someone at a distance is spying. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and attraction. Wait, what did I say? Attraction. I said attraction twice. Attraction, spark, and passion. All right. This obsessive energy, this spying and obsession is due to this. Somebody is feeling some kind of attraction, passion. Maybe you're feeling this for someone. Maybe they're feeling this for you. Someone at a distance. You could identify. Oh, and I forgot to say the older man. I'm going to say older masculine. Because everybody has masculine and feminine. So this can be anybody. It's someone in their masculine, or showing up in their masculine energy. Can be anyone. So anyway, so there's this masculine energy. Either you identify as the masculine, or you're dealing with the masculine, or both. But there's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of like, you see eye to eye. You really get each other. There's a lot of, well, I don't know if you get each other, because chemistry doesn't always, well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm a little all over the place. The other thing I forgot to say is that Mercury is going retrograde on the 26th. So we are currently in the shadow period. And so I apologize in advance. Things are going to start getting a little funky with communication and getting the message across. And so just bear with me. We all just need to flex our patience muscle, right? For some reason, I'm reaching for my Moonology deck. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. And I always love to say the word impossible, when you look at it, you break it down to I'm possible. Believe in yourself. Believe in something that you thought could never happen. Confidence is your key to success. A sincere wish will be... Oh, wait. I guess success wasn't in here. But I feel like the success is tied to this sincere wish that is granted. And your confidence is the key to... Your confidence is the key to success, and what helps you bring something into being. that you didn't think was possible. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Confidence. Confidently taking action. You're confidently taking action in something because of accepting valid criticism. You're making some kind of adjustment. And it's like, it's that thing that just, everything blows up in a really good way. Let me go over to the Osho Zen Tarot. Projection. 7 of Water. New vision, which is Hanged Man. Yes. Pisces energy. Oh, this one. Mind. This is the Knight of Clouds. What is going on here? Okay. So, I feel like you're coming out of some kind of situation. It could be a specific situation with a person. It could be kind of a general kind of what you have dealt with other people overall. And this projections. And this is very common for a lot of us. And it's, you know, there's kind of there's an inability to see someone else clearly because of all the projections that get put on them, right? But because of this new vision, it's like you're starting to see how you've been doing this, how it's been done to you, and deciding to step up out of that box. This figure here is there's one leg in and one leg out of some kind of box here, and below this figure stepping out is a figure on its hands and knees, kind of it's like a bunch of vines around it, being like kind of held down or dragged down. And then there's something about rising up out of that, where you felt like you were on your hands and knees. You're overcoming that somehow, and because of gaining some kind of new perspective, you see things in a new way or more clearly somehow. The part that I don't fully understand is this mind. Maybe it's that this new understanding is going to take a little while to integrate. Maybe you still have a lot that you need to work out. It could also be where, okay, so something that came to me as I was talking about this, so this figure stepping up out of the box, and then there's this figure down below on its hands and knees. The hands and knees person could be somebody that you are leaving behind because they're stuck and you're rising up and out. And this mind could be tied to whoever is on their hands and knees, because you're effectively freeing yourself, because there are wings, kind of the beginnings of wings forming here. And so it's like you're gaining your freedom somehow through your own efforts. And this could be leaving someone just utterly confused and not knowing what happened. Maybe they thought they had the upper hand, and it turns out like I don't know. It's like you've got magic on your side. And it's, anyway, yeah. So that makes me think that this projections is somebody who is projecting on you. Maybe they were trying to keep you on your hands and knees. And you rising up and out, you're like, it leaves them just like, what just happened? I did not expect this from the collective. Apply it as it fits. You know your story best. So, okay, let me go to the Enchanted Map Oracle. Bone Collector, number 1. There's a lot of wisdom here. This is wisdom from experience. Gaining wisdom from experience. This person is surrounded by skulls, which speak to me of things that have, from the past, that have died and are passed on somehow. And we have a clock here. We also have a rabbit. Wait, what else am I saying? The clock is like, it's a period of time. Freedom. I said freedom. Yeah, we do have freedom here. Something that takes a period of time, but then there's also the ability to go very quickly, to pivot at a moment's notice. That's a part of this flexible card. And this person is holding a peacock feather. So it's like, oh, that's a part of the confidence. It's like carrying your confidence with you. There's no need to flaunt it as a peacock would do, but you've got it. Your confidence comes within. You know how awesome you are, or you're learning. And there's all the like, there's this bright cloud, like light cloud, and a lot of like a halo around this person's head. So, you've been through it. You've gone through the cycle. You've gone through a period of time. You're learning your lessons from the past. You're developing this very flexible attitude, ability to do whatever is needed. Okay? I mean, that could be you. That could be someone else. It's interesting because I think it's really hard to tell. Like, it kind of looks like a feminine face, but it's very androgynous. So it could be this masculine, someone in their masculine. Mountain, number 6. That's an obstacle. That's something to move through, move around, find a different way, something to overcome. Oh, and the light of the moon is shining down, and there are 2 birds flying. It's like some kind of obstacle or something to, I don't know if it's an obstacle. This might be the wish. It's like putting effort in is going to get you the wish you desire. And there could be, with the 2 birds, it's like you partnering up with someone giving you a leg up. They're like, let me show you a different way, which doesn't involve climbing the mountain. It involves flying above the mountain. We can see so much more. We can see, the landscape is very, very different from this perspective. Because you're developing the ability to fly, whatever that means, right? or someone is helping you to, they're helping you to see something in a different way. It makes it seem not so big and scary or overwhelming or something. Stuck in the mud, 24, also breaks down to a 6. Ooh, stuck in the mud. It's like, I don't know. I mean, we could turn this the other way and say that you're stuck in the mud, that you have this huge obstacle that's kind of, it's a lot to push through, or somehow you're finding yourself stuck. But really, honestly, I feel like this stuck in the mud is tied to this mind, and I just don't think it's you. But if it is you, you have someone coming in who is like, this elephant is actually, there's movement here. The elephant is lifting its leg, and there's a bird on its back looking the other direction. Someone's got your back. Someone's watching your back as you try to get out, or it could be where somebody is stuck and they have, is there someone telling you about it or talking about it? I don't know, because birds can be messengers. Or it could be where you're riding on the back of someone else who's stuck. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Numerology deck. I think no matter what, you're overcoming an obstacle, because you're taking some kind of sound advice. Oh, this ended up on the table, upside down. Apparently I need to take this. Storm fields. Number 9. Something is really stormy. What is going on? There's difficulties. But I don't know. Okay. It's like the storm comes, and it kicks up a lot of stuff. A lot of energy, a lot of dust, a lot of air, a lot of everything. But then, as the storm passes, or after it passes, it leaves things a little cleaner, a little clearer. Although, this looks like a tornado. Things aren't cleaner after a tornado. There's a lot of cleanup involved. What is the storm about? The storm and stuck in the mud are connected. Someone's stuck, and because of that, it's causing some kind of ruckus. Parenting, 63. Stormfields, parenting. I don't know, maybe this is speaking to effective parenting sometimes involves some dealing with some storms. And parenting in general, not even effective. It's just, that's what happens when you're dealing with youngsters. It gets stormy from time to time. You learn, that's a part of where you learn to flex that patience muscle. There's also something about parenting your own self. Or maybe someone is parenting you. Wanting to parent, I don't know. Maybe that's a part of the leg up. Maybe you have a parent coming in helping you. Or like a parental figure. Karmic completion, number 10. Yeah. Closing out a cycle. Finally working something out. Maybe that parenting is somehow tied to, accepting some kind of advice about how to make an adjustment, and you do, and then you complete a cycle, which sets you free. I mean, believe in the impossible. Maybe you thought you would never get unstuck from some kind of karmic situation. And that leg up is helping you to overcome something. Synchronicity, 87. Synchronicity. We have this mountain. Both of these break down to a 6. Oh, and stuck in the mud, too. So somehow there is synchronicity through this kind of obstacle, or because of this obstacle, because of possibly feeling stuck. There are synchronicities. That's a part of the magic. I call synchronicity real world magic. And we have the magic here. It's like trusting that everything is supposed to unfold the way it's meant to. It could also be where, because of completing this karmic cycle, which breaks down to a 1, so is this bone collector. Because you're learning from the past. You're learning your lessons about relationship in general. All the different kinds of relationships. And maybe there's one in particular that you're finally releasing or moving away from, ending somehow. And by doing this, the synchronicities start to come in. Like you start noticing more and more the magic, it's like you had to free yourself from an energy that was holding you down. Is this a person? A particular person? Maybe. Is this the person at a distance who you have chemistry with? Maybe. Maybe that's a new energy. Hard to say. Kind of feeling like they're different energies, but that's the thing with chemistry. Like, just because you feel chemistry with someone doesn't mean that there's supposed to be something that happens, that you're supposed to get married and live happily ever after, or be besties forever and ever, or whatever. Like, yeah. What called out to me? This one. My Wisdom of Avalon. Where are we at? Oh, I gotta close this out. Is this what I want? It is. Okay. It is. The Merlin. Alchemy, Justice, and Balance. Number 1 again. Justice. Completing a karmic cycle. Bone collector. Yeah, it's like you've learned to alchemize energy. You've learned to transmute energy, which is bringing you into balance, or has done already. The Raven. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. There's the magic. Trust in the magic. Yeah. And, look, the Raven is standing on top of a skull. This is a human skull. Here we have the animal skulls kind of hanging from the trees. So, I don't know how to say this. There were lesser things that you needed to work through and overcome, and then there's the greater thing, or the greatest thing, the final boss, the final, something's ended. This is the karmic completion. The dog. Loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love. Number 19. Once again, we have a 1. We have a lot of 1s on the table. There's a new beginning here. Yep. And there's, with this loyalty and sincerity and unconditional love. I mean, that's big. And that is somehow tied to this masculine. This leg up. Someone who is loyal. This is a different energy than the karmic energy. Because we have the alchemy. Like, it's like you've mastered yourself. You've leveled up. There's a lot of power here, especially being connected to this magic. It's like you're finally calling in. You're finally calling in someone. Someone who has your back, or maybe they've already been there and they're watching you as you rise. Okay. So, okay, I gotta close this out. Is there any cards to pick before I do, though? Yes. Yeah, I need to get some cards from the Gateway of Light activation. Crown Chakra Upgrade. Divine Connection. Holy Experience. Miraculous Energy. Miraculous energy is magical. There's magic all over the place. And this dove has little red feet in the shape of a heart. Here we have this unconditional love again, and there's this peace. So this divine connection, this is also, there's a spiritual element here. Yeah. Where did that's... Yeah. Memories of Atlantis. I don't know if I've ever picked this card. Spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. Maybe. I don't have the memories of Atlantis in my brain. Wow. So, spiritual acceleration. You have this divine connection and then the spiritual acceleration. Because your divine connection is what you are tapping into by stepping up and out from what has kept you stuck from the karmic cycle. Yeah. Progress and technology. This feels like the progress is because you're taking the advice, right? And it's somehow it could be something that you're doing involves technology. You're going to be making some real progress here because you're being very smart and wise about the decisions that you make. And you have been primed to see who has your back and who doesn't. Because you finally, you have this new vision, which simultaneously releases you from the past. What am I trying to say? Simultaneously release the past and move forward. Because those two things don't always happen together. Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose, Crossroads, no wrong path. So you're going to find yourself at a crossroads. Maybe you already have. And just know that whatever you decide is correct. And it's because you're trusting. You're trusting the magic. It's like Choose Your Own Adventure, except those books you always end up dying. This is like, no, in this narrative, Choose Your Own Adventure, you always end up flying. Yeah, wow. This is really powerful. This is beautiful. Okay, let me finish. I'm feeling, yeah, I need to get a Beyond Lemuria card. We have someone with what looks like something on their forehead. It could be scales, could be the beginnings of feathers, and then there's flowers all around. There's a butterfly. We have transformation here. We have all these stars. You could be finding yourself in the spotlight, a rising star of some kind. Ooh, Manifestia. You can decide how you want to live. The universe fully supports your choice to step into the optimal version of yourself. I feel like that's tied to this new vision. Dream big, then dream bigger. Yeah. Now is a great time to start the projects you have been considering. All it takes is some pollination. Believe in the impossible. Even if it seems impossible, pollinate anyway. Because confidence is your key to success. Have confidence, because, you know, the confidence comes from this trust, from trusting the magic. Be creative with your visioning. New vision. Be creative with your visioning. Sow the seeds of the reality you want to experience through affirmative thinking and higher intention. That is the freedom. That's what's buying you your freedom. That's what's getting you outside of this box. It's your affirmative thinking and higher intention, because you are connected to the divine and you're accelerating spiritually. Then anchor or ground your dream seeds. Manifest from the heart. Overcome fear. Ooh. That's kind of this one. Believe in the impossible. Overcoming the fear that something's not going to work out, so why bother? You're like, no, just go for it. Take strong positive action and let go of the outcome. And because you're trusting in the divine, you're trusting in the magic, you're like, okay, yeah, we'll see. We're gonna lean into the adventure. That's what showed up last week. Know and trust your dreams are already on their way, and expect to see results. Yeah, and that was the thing. It's time to take action. This is saying take strong positive action. Yeah. Strong positive action through affirmative thinking and higher intention. Wow. And what was the mic drop moment? Know and trust your dreams are already on their way, and expect to see results. Just expect it. Because that's a part of the manifestation. Expecting it, but then also being neutral about whether it comes in or not. That's a little tricky. Anyway, I'm leaving it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah.